Crater Lake has long been known as a revered and sacred place, where spirits as well as tribal leaders would come to meet face to face. And how one spirit bravely fought to save his people and calm their fears. His deed lives on in tribal lore, retold for thousands of years. As for me, my lifelong quest has finally come to its end. What better way to celebrate than to share it with my friend? With every step towards the rim, my excitement grew and grew. I've waited for over 50 years to make this dream come true. But nothing could have prepared us for the grandeur of this scene. A cobalt blue lake with snowy white ribbons and trees of deep forest green. Dividing the chores while on the road can be quite daunting and a lot of work. And with that being said, I've come to realize that hanging with Mark Houde is a real perk. Well, good morning everyone. We are in Bend, Oregon, and we are getting ready to leave here to head down to Crater Lake, our next stop, some 2 hours south. Looks like we got some good weather ahead. Overcast, so I'm gonna plan our day accordingly, but hitting the road. Out. It's closed. Road closed.
Why?
Damn. There's no snow.
Unless there's an area back there somewhere it's snowed in. Okay.
Well, we're going around, I guess.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. And unfortunate it was. We were here at the north entrance gate on the Volcanic Legacy Scenic Byway with another 25 minutes to Crater Lake. Now we'd have to go around to the south entrance with another hour of windshield time. Oh well. Well, we couldn't get our car past the gate. Nothing was stopping us from going beyond the gate. I mean, there's not a person in view. And that, my friends, makes for good landscape photography. Hey, why waste an opportunity? Let's go. There's Mark going to get the shot of the Crater Lake National Park sign. This is behind us. I think I'm just going for the cliche shot straight down the middle of the street. Why not? I do got to look up this peak out here. I'm not sure what that is, but let me get my cliche shot and we can move on because we need to go the whole way around now because this road is closed. End of June, and as you can see behind camper, there's still plenty of snow up here.
Man, yeah.
Mark just looked up some specs. So what are you looking at, Crater Lake?
It's 4 miles at its smallest and 6 miles at its widest. And it's almost 2,000 feet deep.
2,000 feet. And we believe this may be the deepest lake in North America.
Look at this.
Whew.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whew. That is incredible. Wow, that's Wizard Island. I give you Crater Lake. Crater Lake is a volcanic Crater Lake in south central Oregon. It's famous for its deep blue color and water clarity. The lake partly fills a 2,100-foot deep caldera that was formed around 7,700 years ago by the collapse of the volcano Mount Mazama. No rivers flow into or out of the lake. The evaporation is compensated for by rain and snowfall. With a depth of 1,949 feet, the lake is the deepest in the United States, and it is extremely gorgeous. Mark is in his element.
Yeah, this is great.
He's just...
I'm thrilled.
With the cameras out, it was high time to make images of this beautiful caldera, a geological wonder. Here's the first impressions. So we're just spending the late morning here at Crater Lake. We are shooting. There is still some nice shots to be had for this light. No real portfolio stuff, but get a sense of place, do some scouting, work on some composition, do a little bit more exploring around here.
There's a bunch of things up here. I wouldn't be surprised if this road is closed.
Even now, at the end of June, most of the rim drive was closed due to snow. Unfortunately, there was no convenient access around the rim without hiking it. And while we did some hiking, we didn't have enough time in 2 days to hike the entire rim. We needed to kill a little time before checking in back down at the Mazama campground. So what better way to experience how the other half lives at the Crater Lake Lodge? Oh, did we get a Ponderosa pine here? We have a
awesome.
Ponderosa pine. Again, another Ponderosa pine in the Crater Lake Lodge. And we got more down here.
What's over here?
Is that the coolest wall or what? That's cool, huh? This is the Crater Lake Hotel, historic hotel. And this is how the other half is. Right?
We're in the cabins.
We're cabins, yeah. And it was time to check in. Just a 15-minute ride to get back to the bottom. So we are at the Mazama campgrounds here at Crater Lake National Park. And we have a cabin here, which is quite nice. So we're going to go ahead and take a walk in there and give you the quick tour. This, huh? Not bad for a cabin at a campground. This is certainly not camping. So this is the next 2 nights. Not bad, eh? Right inside Crater Lake National Park, having a place like this. Yeah, life is good. After getting acquainted, visiting the restaurant and such, it was time to head back up to the rim in hopes of a nice sunset. A little advice: when visiting a national park, if you can stay in the park, you'll have a much better experience and much more time doing rather than driving. And as you can see with this short trip back up, we were happy to be lodging right here in the park. Now, of course, the lodge is already up here, but at 4 times the cost, yeah, compromises must be made. It was now coming on golden hour, but unfortunately, the light on the lake was flat. A hike along the Discovery Point Trail revealed some nice golden light towards the southwest, opposite of the lake, and I felt myself being drawn to the landscape with its soft pastels, cascade layers, and evergreens. I had found my shot. So we've been down at Crater Lake for sunset, and it's really lit up. Nice vibrant skies and some pinks and yellows and oranges and reds, and really nice sunset. Just a difficult vantage point to shoot from for where the sun sets this time of year. But nonetheless, some really nice shots and a beautiful evening. The park did quiet down quite a bit, so take a few more shots and we'll be done for the night. So today was day 2. We spent the entire day at Crater Lake, but we left Bend, Oregon this morning to get to Crater Lake. So we got up early, had breakfast, and then headed down here. That was about a 2.5 hour drive to get down. But we were here, I want to say 9-ish, somewhere around there. A couple stops for a couple photo shoots. So that's about it. I'm gonna hit the bed and get some sleep, because we're getting up tomorrow about 4:15 to do it all over again. And it won't be long before it really starts catching up with us. So more sleep we can get, the better off we are. Good night. Well, good morning, everyone. Look what we woke up to. This is a fantabulous morning, which is going to be a fantastic sunrise. We got our jet boil going, making tea, making coffee, and making photographs. So stick around, hang out, and check it out, because it's going to be a fantastic morning. That sky's lighting up, huh? I mean,
All right. Lake is like glass, so.
Pretty, man.
Look at the salt cone.
Oh yeah.
That's why I really wanted to come here too.
It's gonna be nice. What do we got for the hike? Toketee Falls is a majestic waterfall located in a narrow gorge and carved from ancient columnar volcanic basalt. Getting to the bottom below the viewing platform is a dangerous and challenging slope. Although we had considered it, in the end we had decided against the descent between our heavy packs and tripods and the time we had allotted for this stop. We headed back to Crater Lake for the afternoon and planned to shoot our last sunset there as well, but the weather was moody and the light flat. Tomorrow morning we'll leave bright and early and make our way to the southern coast. But for now, we are going to enjoy every moment in this sacred place. And as it turns out, the moody weather broke and we decided to explore the East Rim. We're just past the Crater Lake Lodge. So now we're coming up the east side, and this is the end of June. Technically the trail is closed, but you can see all the snow that's still remaining. And we had stopped and talked to two of the maintenance workers we had seen back at the campground and had asked them, how much snow they get. Well, 2/3 of the park is closed right now. It's just the west rim that's open. And that's because with some of the snow drifts, some of the snow will go up 50 feet. Yeah, we had to have him repeat that just to make sure it wasn't 15 as in 1-5. No, 50 feet with snow drifts. So that is pretty impressive. Although we couldn't circumnavigate the entire rim due to snow, a portion of the east rim was still accessible despite being closed. Paying attention and being focused is extremely important for many sections of these trails. I mean, it's a sheer slippery drop, and there's little forgiveness if you slip.
Okay, this is our last night at Crater Lake. There's Mark.
This is just the most bizarre thing. Me and Mark are trying to figure this out. I mean, how does something like this form? It's like, it almost feels like concrete, just boulders clumped together. Really bizarre. Don't want to get too close right there because that is straight down to your death. That out there is Mount Thielsen. I can't zoom because I got gloves on to protect me from the freaking mosquitoes that are just ferocious. And let's go back down. So we're up the east side right now of Crater Lake. And yeah, unfortunately we did ignore all the warning signs that this section is closed off. We weren't the only ones, but I think they were more concerned about going up this way because this leads up over there and there's still a lot of snow up that way. It gets a little bit dangerous. This section isn't too bad as long as you don't get near these edges because this is crazy right here. I mean, this right here is a sheer drop. I mean, I know this video isn't really doing it much justice as opposed to being here, and you know, your instincts and height kicks in, but this is all loose. This is all loose gravel and stone. It's I think Mark called it ball bearings to your death or something, something like that. Mark, what did you call these? Ball bearings to your death, or?
Yeah.
And basically, I mean, that'll just take you right off the edge, and you're going down. This is crazy. Ball bearings of death, yeah. But so this, I don't think you can see it here. The hotel is up here. The lodge, now you're not gonna be able to see it. We shot sunset at Crater Lake and decided we'd enjoy a nice meal at the Crater Lake Lodge for our last evening here. This is a magical place, and I highly recommend adding it to your national park list. If you've been here, I'm sure you agree with me. I really wish we could have seen more along the rim. There are so many geological wonders here, and so much more to photograph. Perhaps another time. Maybe I can get the time portal fine-tuned to drop us right here. That is, if the time portal is still open. Regardless, this is a magnificent place with stories of spirits and supernatural beings, mythical legends of the underworld. No wonder the Klamath Indians believed only shamans, chiefs, and other high-ranking officials should visit the lake. I, for one, feel blessed to be here and witness with my own eyes the power and beauty of nature. Tomorrow, we depart from this significant lake as our travels take us to southern Oregon's rugged coastline. I hope you join us along this journey as we try our best to capture what our hearts speak. Until then, get out there and enjoy nature in all her glory. Or as one of my favorite quotes written by Vincent van Gogh, if you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere.